first semi coming around is last year. No, it isn't. No. This has been a Grand National semi, Grand National Champion semi. This is Pat Island from right over southeast of Minneapolis in Hampton, Minnesota. Pat and his dad and his wife and the family over there run a pretty good sized trucking business. They call this one Just Passing Through in Class. 379 Pete. There goes their pit vehicle down the other end. Pat and his wife have two beautiful little kids. Thomas Patrick is their son, and they named their daughter Mac. A test pass in the class. Just passing through in class. Pat Island out of Hampton, Minnesota. There you go, Pole fans right there, just passing through in class. Pat Island from just down the road in Hampton, Minnesota. That is our test puller. Got a feeling he'll probably take that. I don't know. 20,000 pound semis. They got to be stock appearing. 250-inch maximum wheelbase. Engine had to have been available in a road use truck. DOT tires, no cut tires on this one. 18-inch hitch height on these semis. These pullers, a lot of these pullers that are out there also have a safety cable around the front third of the motor.
All right, fans, so backing in next year, we've got last night's winner over on the South Track in our Super Semi class. Going to be Pat Island, Hampton, Minnesota, just passing through in class. And he has had a lot of success here in Hutch.
Yep,
past up Grand National. Number 4, yeah.
Past Grand National champion. Him and his dad used to run 2 trucks. His dad decided not to drive anymore. I mean, he still drives semi over the road. They run a pretty good-sized trucking outfit over in Hampton, Minnesota. A real clean operation over there. Island and Sons, they call it. If you ever get over there south of Hampton, along the blacktop, see some big statues out there. That's the Island Estate.
So chasing that 351.67. Watch that orange cone down there at the end of the track. Whoa, I'm not going to call that one.
Oh, he launched hard coming out of there. Stayed right along this left-hand side. Did a great job of driving. We'll get a distance. I don't know. I can't tell from here.
Yeah, we saw that Beck's leader cone down there, that lead marker. And remember, in pulling, we measured to the front of the sled. It's not actually a pulling vehicle.
Yep, that's right. Front of the sled.
So there you go, fans.
5-2, first place, Pat Island. Is he going to do it 2 nights in a row? I guess we're going to find out. Is he last? He did. He was the last hook in the class. How about that? The first hook and the last hook both went the farthest.
Fans, let's give all our super semi competitors a nice round of applause. Boy, it came right down to it.
Oh my, good show. I love semis. 20,000 pound semis. I love them all, I guess.
Gotta love them.
Well,
we got to ask
where's whichever one's on the track.
There you go. We got to ask where's the Peterbilt fans, right? Peterbilt, yeah, getting it done.
Of them out there, you bet.
I think a lot of those folks decided to call in sick this afternoon and show up and go to the tractor pulls. And speaking of tough competitors, here we go. Pat Island with the just passing through in class truck, and we saw him sweep out Hutchinson, Minnesota a couple weeks ago, and good to see him back out on the circuit.
Yeah, he returned with a vengeance at Hutch and showed right off the get-go that he didn't forget how to do this. We get a big look in through the grill at the intake on the turbocharger of that Caterpillar. Don't get too close, you'll get sucked in.
Yes, so take our camera right.
6-inch plus, 6'2", 6'4", somewhere in there is what we're looking at on the intake side of those Chargers, and they will pull in a lot of atmosphere through that billet grill.
So another Peterbilt 379 on the start line here just southeast of Minneapolis. Hampton, Minnesota, he calls home. And we'll see if Pat can keep the streak rolling. To do so, got to go better than 3:08 and 52. That's the lead distance right now. As we've got Pete Miller on deck. Oh, yeah. She just keeps on trucking. Just passing through in class. Pat Island. He says, hey, I'm going to take that points lead, and I'm just going to keep adding to it here. A great run as he'll take over that number one spot here from R.J. Simon.
Let me show you how to just pass through. Never mind in class. I'll take it all.
Excellent run here in our super semi class. Once again, 20,000 pounds. Heaviest class you will see in the sport of pulling. Yeah, here we'll take a look at, 323.64. So he'll stretch it out quite a bit here as Pat Island will take the lead in our super semi class. So there you can see right there when the box is on you, and
how much transfer that sled brings, where everything is full downhill at that point. It's a wild ride in that cab when that happens, and the hydraulics kick in. You feel like you're going to go through the windshield. It's trying to stop so hard. Pat Island from Hampton, Minnesota, just passing through in class. And boy, did he ever pass through in class last night. Had one of the smoothest runs. Super semi class here on this infield side track. Dan Mayer is back to join me.
Charles, how about that unlimited class we just saw? Wow.
If you judged unlimited based on last night's and decided not to tune in tonight, I'm sorry, you missed magic.
Yeah, we may have seen a record out there. I mean, top six within 6 feet of each other.
Yes.
You don't see those kind of numbers, the unlimited classes. We get ready to go here. Pat Island.
Pat catches some of the bounce late, but doesn't really affect him too badly. Nice pass. That truck does seem to handle here. The clutch sparks coming out there for Pat Island. And then takes off 360.56, your new leader. 360. Great run. Moves it the lead out.
Just passing through in class again out of Hampton, Minnesota here, backing in on that right-hand side. 2 more to follow after that as he gets back in. Ben Gordon, a local Michigan puller here, will be up next, and then we'll have Chris Schroeder. We'll round out the semis here before the end. So just a couple more. If you haven't got a chance to take some pictures, get on the video camera. These semis are a really fun memory to capture, so keep getting those cameras out and have some fun. Again, we appreciate each and every one of you for being out and enjoying the program, the Doris Summer Sizzler. It's been an absolutely fantastic day. Now let's send another semi down through here. Pat Ellian, they're just passing through in class.
So 3:47.07 right now, our high water mark in Super Semi. Current points leader, he's won 4 in a row, looking for 5 here tonight. Pat Island, Hampton, Minnesota. What do you fans think down there at the end of the track? Did he do it? They're pointing.
Started to get down to that crest. If you get down there past that 300-foot mark, it crests down the hill a little bit. He started to take that down the hill towards the end of the run. He's going to be in the mix. We'll see if he got past. Needs about 350 feet to take over the number 1 spot.
Yeah, Pat Island had those blue lights on. When he has those blue lights on, he means business. So 3:47.07, our mark to beat here. Kenny Measle, our leader. The distance comes in for Pat Island. 3:47.98. We got a new leader. And boy, not by much.
That win streak, he was jumping up and down the chair trying to get that thing just a couple more inches to hold that number 1 spot. See if he can hold on here and keep that win streak alive. But again, it is a game of inches, and it is enough right now to hold that number 1 spot.
They're done. The crazy Kenworth, 3:49.04 will do it. Number 2 tonight will be Pat Island, our current points leader, just passing through in class. And the number 3 spot there will be Kenny Measle with the Mining Mayhem truck out of Almont, Michigan. Finish it up, number 4. Will be, looks like Matt Measle with the Mining for Dollars, the Mac, and then filling out our top 5 here tonight will be Ryan DeBrew and the Playing with Fire Kenworth. Wow, what a great class we saw.
But Pat looking to just put this championship on ice if he can right here this afternoon in Fort Recovery. Whoa, that was a surprise. Goes down the left side and loads the truck up hard, gets under the Charger, and it's over. Pat Island going to come up short here with it just passing through in class.
Yeah, wow, bad luck there for Pat Island. And, of course, past that point of no return for Pat, so
he was.
Yeah, definitely could have some point implications here.
2:10.29, 2:10 and 29 for Pat Island. Boy, he's going to want that one back. And your finishing results in Dr. Preload R&M Manufacturing Super Semis 4 spot will go to Pat Island, just passing through in class. Finishing number 3 will be Ben Gordon and the letter Rip Tater Chip. The crazy KW, Chris Schroeder, your runner-up and your winner today. Drivers wanted and RJ Simon.
Pat Island, Hampton, Minnesota, just passing through in class. 20,000-pound semis. Dr. Preload, baby. See those yard sides when you're walking through the pits at the pullers trailers? Get them sponsors, baby. I love it.
Got the lights on.
Beautiful truck. And it's mean.
Ooh.
When you watch this replay, he let out at the right time. Do you think he let out of it, Dan?
I think so, because we saw at Toma, they wrecked a lot of trucks.
Yep.
That hop right there will do some serious damage, and ask R.J. Simon about it. Yeah, definitely. They can hurt some parts.
Speaking of R.J., he's up next. Got the win.
See, that was a
segue.
That was a professional lead-in.
Okay, I'm learning.
Okay.
I don't listen well, though. You know that, right? 308.
Squirrel.
Squirrel. 308.145. 308.145 for Pat Island.
So congratulations. Chris Milsna going to be the winner here tonight. Second Grand National win.
For all variations of Pro Stock classes, Super Stock, semis, Super Farm, and more. Home of the ultra-high strength to weight ratio recast IH engine block in the aftermarket industry. 4 to 6 bolt main design, no griddle required, with superior oiling capabilities. NTPA and PPL legal. Also home to Optitorque Technologies.
Pure muscle, as Miles said earlier. That box stops out, and he just keeps chugging right along.
Come back here to the K&K Winners Circle, and we have our afternoon winner on our new Fields Ag Superstock Diesel Tractor class as part of our Farmers Equipment sponsored class here this afternoon. Kent Payne, it was a beautiful pass. You had everything right, and you sat right there pretty confidently and took the win. Great job.
Yeah, we once in a while get lucky like that, but yeah, it was a good pass. Everything looked good. You know, we got a lot of guys helping us on this thing, you know.
Of course, we tighten up the chain. As Darren said, we're getting ready to bring Pat Island. He is your points leader. One to watch. That leading distance of 3:29.990. R.J. Simon, number 2. Ronnie Saylor, number 3.
Looking to seize that $10,000 bad gear bonus. He is one truck away from $10,000 of that bad gear bonus money. Pete Miller looks like he's got the truck fired. The lights are on. I see some smoke coming out of the pipe. So the truck is fired.
One left to go over on the infield side, as we'll have the Pro Stocks up next, as Pat Island, current Grand National points leader, backs in, just passing through in class.
Yeah, another beautiful truck here, Pat, and the trucking company out of Minnesota. It's pretty amazing what their fleet looks like and their equipment, and the Poland semi is no different.
Now coming in here this weekend, Pat clinches the championship with a 4th or better, and considering there's only 4 trucks here, he's got it. So makes a legal hook here, he will be crowned Grand National Champion. and pick up that first championship for him. Of course, a two-time Enderley winner. Now, Pat really started the season out on fire as he was 4 wins in a row. He did the trick up in Hutchinson, Minnesota, followed up at Toma. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be close. It definitely had a pretty big load on it there at the end, and it snuffed the turbocharger off.
The Dr. Preload, 20,000 pound super semis, 331.94 is our mark to beat. Ryan DeBrew, the Playing with Fire out of Wisconsin. So we'll get the numbers in here for Pat Island. And run looked good there. Yeah, there you go. 334 and 30. He'll take over that number 1 spot. 334 and 30. So officially will be crowned Grand National Champion.
All right, stay there. Oh, there's something again. All right. Here.
Hello, I'm Greg Randall, NTPA Executive Director. I'm joined by Charles Posch, my co-host on the NTPA Championship Polling Series presented by Case IH on RFD TV and NTPA Voice during the summer. Charles is going to be an integral part of something we want to talk to you about coming up Friday, December 5th and Saturday, December 6th in Orlando, Florida. It's the NTPA Grand National Convention and Awards Banquet. It's at the Doubletree Orlando at the entrance of Universal Studios. We're excited to be down there. It's a great location, and we're going to have a lot of great things coming up at that convention banquet. We're going to have a band on Friday night, reception. We got a promoter seminar. We got competitor seminar. A lot of different programs we're putting together. And on Saturday night, Charles and Dan Schreier will be emceeing the Grand National Awards Banquet.
This event's open to all of our Grand National competitors and their families. Those of you in Regions 1 and 2, well, we've got a special banquet scheduled for Saturday, January 10th. Stay tuned for details to come forth on that. And for those of you who are fans of NTPA Championship Polling, we want you to celebrate with us the 2025 season as well. We will be live streaming on fullpoll.live. We'll be able to log in there and find more details when it becomes available. We want you to celebrate our champions with us.
Without all of our competitors and fans, we wouldn't be the greatest motorsport in the world. Thank you for being a part of the NTPA family, and we look forward to seeing you soon.